Hi students. So in the last video we basically uh, came across the 7 formulas. All right, so these are the 7 formulas that we will be using now, all right, in order to solve problems which are either directly based on these formulas or indirectly. Indirectly means that you'll be getting a problem which will first be manipulated, and then after that the end result will be calculated based on the formulas that you apply to the particular problem. So I'll show you all of them. So this is the particular problem that we will be solving now. Keep your formula sheets handy, okay, so that as soon as you require the formula, as soon as you get the required format, you can directly see from your formula sheet in case you don't remember the formula, okay. Though it has been a long time since I uploaded the last video, and I highly apologize for the inconvenience caused, but I hope that at least by this time you have been able to memorize all the 7 formulas that you were supposed to memorize, okay. So now that we will be now starting with this particular problem, which is very easy, it is already in the form. So what we need to do next is first we will bring essentially I'll be taking 4 common from here. So what I'll be getting here is an x square minus 9 by 4. Is that clear? Why did I take a 4 in the denominator of 9? Because there was no 4 present, okay. In this particular term we have no 4 present also. So what we will be doing is simply multiplying and dividing by 4. So automatically this thing will become 9 only. So when I take a 4 common from here, okay, I'll be left with an x square as the first term, and the second term, what will that be? The second term will be nothing but 9 by 4, as I have already taken a 4 out. Is that clear? As I've already taken a 4 out of the, like, since I have taken 4 common, so I'll only be left with a 9 by 4. Is that clear? Now what will happen in the next step is I have this 1 by 4, right, which I'll take outside of the integration sign, and I'll be left with an x square minus, can I not write this as 3 by 2 whole square? Of course I can write it. Why can I write it? Because 3 square is nothing but 9 and 2 square is nothing but 4, which ultimately leads us to 9 by 4. As simple as that, okay. So I have a 1 by 4 outside of the integration sign, and in the denominator I have an x square minus 3 by 2 whole square, which is nothing but directly placed into the formula of integration of 1 by x square minus a square into dx. What is a here? A is nothing but 3 by 2 here, alright. So we just need to replace this entire term, this entire expression. Wherever we have a, we will replace that by a 3 by 2 in order to finally come to our answer. Most of the questions that we will be solving now, alright, will be using these 7 formulas that you came across in the last video. So it should be crystal clear to you that you have to remember these formulas in order to apply them directly in your examination. For now, if you don't remember it, it's okay, but try to memorize this formula as much as you can. Since this is an easy problem, so not much of a thing, so I'll directly now apply the formula without further ado. So 1 by 2.3 by 2, because it's 2a, 1 by 2a, right. 1 by 4 was already there, 1 by 2a, and then we have a log here mod of x minus a by x plus a. Our a here is nothing but 3 by 2, Is that clear? And ultimately I'll be left with a plus c. And then what I will be left here, this 2 gets cancelled, so I'll be left with nothing but a 1 by 12, and I'll be having a log here, and I'll be having a 2x minus 3 divided by 2x plus 3, because I hope you understand the manipulation. We have this particular thing, alright. So if I solve it, what will I get? 2x minus 3 divided by 2x plus 3. Or if you want me to break it even further, then this is what we will be getting. So from here, what we will be getting? We will be getting a 2x minus 3 divided by 2 into 2 by 2x plus 3. So 2 gets cancelled. So ultimately we will be left with a 2x minus 3 divided by 2x plus 3. So 1 by 12 log of 2x minus 3 divided by 2x plus 3 plus c. This is actually the final answer that you should be getting. You can also stop here. Not a huge issue, alright, but in that case, sometimes if your teacher is strict, or the person who is kind of checking your paper, if that person is very particular about the answer, then he or she can deduct marks, but chances are very less, because in most of the cases this answer is also correct. But still, I'll request you to try to reduce your answer to the most simplified format possible. Alright, now we will take another easy problem. So our other problem is integration of 2x square plus 1 divided by x square minus 4 into dx. So how will we solve this problem? First off, when you get this kind of a problem, as you can see that in the denominator I have an x square minus 4, right? So first you have to see that is there any possible way by which you can bring an x square minus 4 even in the numerator? Is there any possibility that you can bring this denominator, you can bring a numerator similar to the denominator? Yes, it is definitely possible. How? What if I take say if I take an x square minus 4 here, alright, if I take an x square minus 4 here, and what's the problem? In place of this x square, if I replace by an x square minus 4, alright, so in place of x square, in this place of x square, if I replace by an x square minus 4, then what shall I be getting? I'll be getting a 2x square, which is perfect. I'll be getting a minus 8, which is not perfect. Why? Because if I get a minus 8 and a plus 1, which was already there in the question, then ultimately I'll be getting a 2x square minus 7, which is wrong. You are not supposed to change the original question that has been given to you. You can manipulate it definitely, but you cannot change the expression that has been presented to you. Ultimately, your expression should be this itself. Manipulations of all sorts are permitted, but changing the original expression, such manipulations aren't permitted. So how will I change this in such a way that my original expression remains the same? Tell me, what can I do? Since I have a minus 8 extra here, simply I'll add a plus 8 here. Then what will I be getting? This minus 8 and plus 8 gets cancelled, and finally I'll be left with a 2x square plus 1. Is that clear to you? Yes, of course it's clear to you. So ultimately what will I be having? Ultimately this will lead me to 2x square 2x square minus 8 plus 9. This is 9, this is minus 8, and this is 2x square. So ultimately I can come here, right? Which means my expression is still the same. My original expression is still the same even after respective manipulations. Is that clear to you? I hope it is. So ultimately we can also write this particular thing as, if I take 2 common, I'll be left with an x square minus 4 and a plus 9. Clear? So here I'll be getting this thing in the numerator, and in the denominator I'll be getting this, and ultimately what I'll be having, I'll simply separate both of them. So I'll be getting a 2x square minus 4 divided by x square minus 4 into dx plus integration of again 9 into 1 by x square minus 4, alright, into dx. Is that clear? Now 2 will come outside of the integration sign. Also x square minus 4 gets cancelled. So ultimately we will be left just with a 1. And in the second case, I'll bring 9 outside of the integration sign. So ultimately inside of the integration sign, I'll be left with an x square minus 4, which is nothing but I can also write as 2 square, because 2 square is nothing but 4, into dx. Alright. And so next what we will be getting? We have now arrived to our formula yet again. Alright. So 2 integration of 1 dot dx is nothing but 2 will remain as it is. Integration of 1 dx is nothing but x. I have already discussed with you. And here what we will be left with? What is integration of 1 by x square minus 2 square into dx? Here our a is actually 2. And we will be using the formula of 1 by x square minus a square here. Again the first formula that we have. Is that clear? So what will I be doing here? Plus 9 into 1 by 2a. A is nothing but 2. And log of x minus a, which is nothing but x minus 2, divided by x plus a, which is nothing but x plus 2. Mod closes and we have a plus c. Is that clear? Now after the final manipulation, what we get? 2x plus 9 by 4 log of, we can't do any manipulation of x minus 2 by x plus 2. It will stay as it is, plus c. Is that clear? So these are the 2 very basic problems that I have solved, because initially if I start giving complex problems, then there might be students who won't be able to get into it. It is very important that you also understand what I do. Just me merely solving problem after problem won't help in any way. Also, I had already discussed about this in the earlier video, but I'll still repeat it in case it needs to get into your head very clearly. And the thing is that try to write your formulas like this in a sheet of paper, not necessarily any particular size. Just take a sheet of paper and write the formulas down. These are not just the 7 formulas. We will also be having many more formulas in the future. In the past, we have also come across a lot of formulas. I hope you remember what those are, like integration of sin x dx, integration of cos x dx. Now you can call them to be universal, in the sense that you will now require them every now and then wherever you go. So without integration, no problem is actually solved in engineering, science and technology. So it is highly advisable that you take a particular sheet of paper, write down all the formulas that I have discussed with you till now, and just stick it in, paste it on the wall of your study table or study room, wherever you study, so that you keep on, like, this is actually a human nature, that when you repeatedly see something, then you already get a taste of, okay, this is something that is the particular thing. So you know that then from the next time, you know, you don't have to mug up formulas. It will naturally get glued to your mind, that whenever you'll see like okay, this is 1 by x square minus a square. Okay, I know that integration of 1 by x square minus a square into dx is nothing but 1 by 2a log of mod x minus a divided by x plus a plus c. So you already know it, you don't have to mug that up. Okay, this is why actually I also committed this mistake when I used to be a student, and this is why I kept forgetting all the formulas, and whenever I would appear in the examination, despite knowing how to solve the problem, I used to keep getting, you know, I would get stuck in the problem midway, and then it wouldn't get solved, and out of 5 or 6 or 4 or whatever, I would just land up with a 1 or 2. Alright, so I don't want you to commit the same kind of mistake. This is why I highly recommend you to please write all the formulas that have been done up till now, or that will be discussed in the future, in a particular sheet of paper, and then paste that in the wall of your study room. Is that clear? So if you really like my video and gain something in hand, then definitely don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon for more of such exciting content. And now we will be proceeding to the next video. Also, now we will be just focusing on these few formulas. All right, focusing problems which will have direct application of these formulas. I want to actually be very specific with it, because you have to gain a very clear image of how these formulas can be applied, where these formulas can be applied, or how to bring a particular problem into this particular form or expression, whatever you call it. Okay, so let's move on.